in your opinion, how should India specifically go about implementing this task of improving their soft power approach?
Definitely. It definitely starts with, I think this is twofold. One is the real attempt and the approach needs to come from the government of India. Ultimately, the buck stops with them, the buck stops with the PMO, with the PM, with the leader of our great nation, right? So they have to, hire the right team and get the right strategy to really place themselves globally and in areas where it matters, including think tanks, policy, conferences, security, in these areas, nuclear technology, terrorism, counterterrorism, uh, post-COVID, obviously from a vaccine and from a health perspective, I guess, the UN, that sort of diplomatic level. I think one area where we really fail is this whole diplomacy, in the sense that we just don't have enough foreign service ambassadors and diplomats for a country of 1.4 billion. We don't really have that many people stationed. So I think that whole bureaucracy structure needs to get reshuffled and hire as many incredible people as possible, put them everywhere. And, it shouldn't be this, it seems to be like it's a small number and everybody wants to be given a chance to become some high commissioner to some foreign country. And that's why that's their main agenda. Like, it shouldn't be about that. It should be an honor to serve your country, and you should, I think, double or triple the number of diplomats that you have. And they need to be doing their job. They need to be held accountable. Have they done their job? If they haven't done their job in this, I guess, in the foreign country where they're stationed, well, that should be problematic for their career moving forward. Every other country in the world does it that way. In India, somehow there's no accountability. So definitely that's an area. I think there's a big void there. We have incredible cuisine, movies, culture, our attire, music, all that wonderful stuff. But for some reason, we don't seem to push it. I think because we have a huge diaspora as well, in especially countries like UK, um, uh, and America. So, they seem to be like, the market is already saturated with the diaspora itself, and there's a need here for even like Indian American businesses, I think, they don't have to worry about like the American customer, almost, because there's enough more than enough Indians and wealthy Indians that are gonna, give them service, or give them business, I should say. But they don't think about, hey, how do we, how do we put our sort of nation of origin on the map and go beyond just our diaspora? So I think that the power of the diaspora almost hurts us in a way. So, there's no reason why we can't, every corner here in the States has a Chinese restaurant. Now, Chinese cuisine is, it's convenient, it's not that expensive, it's very popular, obviously, around the world, but I mean, it's not that intricate when you think about Indian cuisine. We have a million dishes from, every region has its own flavor. Nobody knows that, and why isn't there an Indian restaurant in every corner or even every street around the world? They could be, there should be, and why aren't we having authentic Indian food out there? Same with music. We're not asserting ourselves at all, I think, in really any of these areas. Bollywood, okay, huge market. They make a lot of movies, but how many of those movies are internationally recognized? How many Bollywood stars are even known outside of India and, well, at least in America, right? Not almost, I mean, very few. So I think there's a big gap here in terms of what we can be, and I think where we are right now. And we have to, I think, take an honest introspective look at ourselves and not be conceited and say we come from this incredible civilization, and our work and our essence speaks for itself, and we don't have to sell ourselves. Unfortunately, people aren't mind readers, and in the West, they need to be told. If you tell them and it's crystal clear, they will hear you. And these people are they're discerning customers. They know good from great. And trust me, if you present yourself to them in the right way, they will absolutely lap it up. And before you know it, I think the whole world will know about all these amazing things about India.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.